We've got Lorna and Mel who are playing with us, but then we've got our Carpenter's friends all busy working on the toys. I'm glad that everybody is here to celebrate, as we go through. And Kate, of course, you're here. Well, Kate, we've been going through all of these words on the cross up to today. And we won't go through all of them, but we've been talking about how they're turnaround words, how Paul in the book of Romans is helping us understand that we are not forbidden from God's grace, but we are called in His grace. And in fact, we learned how how the law is turned into the gospel, and how God has given us a gift rather than something we deserve.
Yes, He does.
Well, today we're at Romans 5. Now, since I'm facing forward, I'm going to go ahead and take this off for right now. While we are reading Romans chapter 5, and I think we asked if Lorna and Mel would assist us. We're starting at verses 6 and going through all the way through. I think it's verse 11, right? Yes. So I'll take a verse or two, and then Lorna, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and read one. But you see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. Very rarely will anyone die for a righteous person, though for a good person someone might possibly dare to die. And would you take it?
But God demonstrates His own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Since we have now been justified by His blood, how much more shall we be saved from God's wrath through Him?
For if, when we were God's enemies, we were reconciled to Him through the death of His Son, how much more, having been reconciled, shall we be saved through His life?
Not only in this, but we also rejoice in God through our Lord Jesus Christ, through whom we have received reconciliation.
I love the movement of this passage because it starts first by saying, maybe God would take care of a righteous person or somebody who was friendly to him. But this thing finally moves, and it ultimately says God's grace is available even when we were, and here's our word for the day. What is it? Enemy. Oh, what's our word for the day, Myron? Enemy, yeah. And on the flip side, we have not only are we enemies, but now we've been. Paul uses a couple of terms in here. This is almost the first time he ever uses the word saved, and we're saved from that. We had that word wrath up here. Wrath was an anger that God had that this thing was busted apart, and He loves this thing, so He wants it repaired. So we were operating on the wrong side of all this, but God decided in Jesus Christ to reconcile us, so we became friends. There we go. So we've got our turnaround word for today, all in a powerful passage. I could have put the word hope up there. We'll get to that another week. I could have put the word reconciliation up there, but that's too long to the card. We'll figure out how to get that up there, because that's going to be a big term. But today, let's talk how we once were what? Enemies, and now we are what? Friends. I wish we had a song that we could sing that somehow recognized that. Anybody know a song that we could sing that tells us that?
Amazing grace.
Amazing. Yeah. In fact, that's written by a guy who was a slave trader that realized he was an enemy of God, and then he was surprised that God would save. Let's see, he didn't use enemy; he used rich. Okay, I guess that's an enemy too. Hey, could we sing that? Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Which verse are you going to sing, Lorna?
We were going to sing verse 4.
Okay, let's go ahead. You're going to have to start us out. How do the words start?
The Lord has promised good to me.
Oh, that's hope. Okay, Lord has promised. Okay, I think we can do it.
Right there.